With enough passion, enthusiasm, and tenacity, I can develop the skills required to gather the information I need. I think that one of the things that stops a lot of women is this idea that, I wouldn't know how to do that. I don't have those skills. I don't have an MBA. I don't have that background. And one of the things I would say to you is, if you're smart enough and you are passionate enough, all day long, twice on Tuesday, I would rather have somebody who's got hustle and tenacity than in, just merely an educational background. That isn't the thing that's the driver. I know a hell of a lot of people who are incredibly educated who have not figured out how to get to their path. That isn't the thing that's stopping you. It's all in your head. And one of the reasons I talk about this is I see this so frequently. People who are paralyzed by this notion that they can't possibly move something forward until they get one more certificate, one more degree, one more sort of kind of hurdle of approval from the outside world. And one of the things I'm going to share with you is I don't have my MBA. And some of my clients are, quite frankly, multi-billion-dollar institutions. And not one of them ever asked me if I had an MBA. And one of the things that I've really learned was I figured out what I needed to do simply from hard work and tenacity. And, if you're a reasonably bright person, you can actually make things happen. And so don't undervalue the experience that you have from life, from previous jobs, from, just being an observer of what's going on around you. Those things are critical. I've met a hell of a lot of people who've built some pretty damn impressive businesses, and that was not their background. So really think about, stopping yourself when you're beating the crap out of yourself about what you don't have and who you aren't. Really focus on your own tenacity. You can get the skills, you can get the information, that I promise you. The beautiful thing about the internet is, it's become, it's made education and contacts much more democratic and accessible. There's almost nothing you can't figure out or find. That's not to say you can't teach yourself absolutely everything, but pretty much you can if you're really motivated to do it. But more to the point, you can connect with people and find people that will actually help you. So one of the things I really want to encourage everyone to do, no matter if you're an entrepreneur, you're in a job, you're a service provider, I don't care, whoever the hell you are watching this right now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to make sure that you're not stopping yourself from a potential opportunity, whether it's a promotion or it's building a business independently, because you think there's something you don't have. I want you to stop that right now, because you're paralyzing yourself. It's like you're kneecapping yourself before you even get started. If I had only relied on what I knew, I sure in the hells would not be talking to you in this camera in my living room, okay? Talking to thousands of women. I wouldn't be here if I relied on that. I didn't know everything, but I learned along the way, and you will too. I'm not better than you. I've never been better than you. And so there's so much that you already know. So stop beating the crap out of yourself with this language. Remember what I've always said, fear is a liar. And all that stuff you're telling yourself about, oh, I don't know these things, oh, I'm not sure I have the experience, all lies. It's a bunch of bullshit. Don't listen to it. You go out there and you get more tenacious and you start shaking bushes and asking questions, and don't rely on that old way of thinking, because it's not serving you. So that is your task for this week. And if those of you are out there being motivated, kicking ass and making things happen, please go to our private group and let everybody know how you're doing. The community wants to hear how fabulously you're doing and how you're growing, and we want to be there to support you.